Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Midgard Golf. And we're still out here today in Hurricane, Utah, playing the back nine at the championship course at Sand Hollow Resort and Golf Course here. So, yeah, just been an absolutely awesome day so far. Me and Dad doing a true best ball, so not a scramble, just both of us playing our own ball, and whatever score is best between the two of us, that's what we card. So, yeah, I mean, the course has kind of given me a spanking a little bit, honestly. But, yeah, I'm going to have to get out there one day and give it another whack on this track because I think I could play it better. That's for sure. But that's okay. Still having an awesome day. I mean, it's like 105 degrees out today. So, yeah, it's that plays a role, too. I'm not really used to playing in that much heat. Being out in Colorado most of the time, but it is what it is. So we're playing from 2 up and starting off strong here on this 10th hole. A little par 5 here, 513 for us, tipping out at 565. So pretty mediocre par 5, I'd say, by all accounts. Little bit of a dog leg left. Not great news for me as I'm pretty much just hitting fades right now. It's really all I got in the bag. But, it is what it is. Bunker trouble, obviously, you can see right there you've got a couple of bunkers off to the left and then 3 crawling up to the right there as they kind of shape the hole leading you up to the green. So not all that scary of a hole, wide enough fairway to hit driver, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. D-stick in hand, let's give it a rip and see what we can do in this beautiful par 5. Let's check it out. All right, ladies and gents, and here we are heading off to the 11th hole. And the first par 3 of this gorgeous back 9 and fabled back 9, as you'll soon see from the cliff holes that are coming up at Sand Hollow here. So, yep, playing for us at just 154 yards, tipping out at 190. So, yeah, pretty strong par 3, I'd say, from the back tees. From our tees, pretty run-of-the-mill. playing a little bit downhill at that, probably a little short on the yardage. Yeah, because of the slope downhill. And not a whole lot to worry about unless you miss hard right. Obviously, that's a whole bunch of kung fu treachery over there with the sand traps and then, of course, the desert. If you miss hard left, however, then you're also off into the desert, and now you're going to have a downhill shot onto this green. But if you can hit just a kind of a baby miss off to the left there, that backboard support, as you'll soon see, will definitely offer you some pretty serious help to get back on that green. So, I have the pitching wedge in hand. Let's give it a rip and see what we can do.
Come on.
Roll on down. Roll on down.
Yeah,
go.
Down it.
Go.
Yep.
Go.
Yep.
Go. Go, ball. Keep going.
Woo! Now stay there.
Yeah. Good shot.
There you go. Good way to listen, ball.
Said use a sideboard, right?
That's right. That's what I did.
All right, ladies and gents, and here we are heading off to the fabled 12th hole on the championship course here at Sand Hollow Resort. So the first of a series of cliff holes here, where, obviously we've just got a big old cliff off to the left of us, and it's going to be that way for the next several holes here. So, I mean, this really... this brings this course to life right here. This is what you want to see. You come out here to Utah, kind of famous for these very sharp sort of geologic, I should say, features out there with Zion National Park and all of that stuff. And yep, this golf course gives you a nice view of one of those kind of sharp cliff faces with a golf hole embedded right into it. So very, very cool. And we decided to play the yellow tee, so that's just one up for this hole, just to kind of get the scenery of it. So you're gonna watch us back up here, real quick up the hill to get back to that tee box, because we got down there and we realized that the greens, so that two ups that we've been playing, were just way up there, and it really doesn't give you the whole feel that we're looking for, right, from those tee boxes up there. So we're like, all right, we're going to play this one a little further back here. So we should have been playing it at, let's see here, what would that have been for number 12 here? 372, yeah. And we ended up playing it at 432, so about 50 yards longer. So 60 yards longer, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, yeah, so far as the hole's concerned itself, nice that you get kind of a little extra view, though, of the valley down there. Okay, anyway, back to the hole. So, apart from the obvious, If you miss left, then that ball is definitely gone because, well, it's a cliff, right? So there it is. If you miss right, there's a slim chance that your ball will bounce off the rocks there if it's, not too skyjacked and bounce back into play. But obviously, top of the rocks is probably going to be gone too, just because I doubt you're going to be going cliffhanger mode and climbing up there to go get it. But yeah, those rocks off to the right, no guarantee that they're going to bounce your ball back into play. They can hang on to your ball over there as well, that's for sure, so be leery of that. Apart from that, though, not a whole lot to worry about. A couple of bunkers up there next to the green. The green itself is actually pretty inviting. So, yeah, my advice here, just, try to hit yourself a nice little cut. The draw play is obviously really risky, because if you overdraw it, obviously there's no forgiveness there. But yeah, if you can cut it on the left line and bring it back into play from there, or even aiming right over the cliff and cut it back in, that's a great play too. Or if you can just hit a bullet with something. If you're hitting bullets with driver, good for you. If you're not, then yeah, grab out a club, the longest club you got in your bag where you think you can hit one on a frozen rope, and just do that. So I've got the driver in hand. I'm going for that cut play. So let's give it a rip and see what we can do. All right, ladies and gents, and here we are heading off to the 13th hole. Just a little short par 4 for us here. 261 yards for us, tipping out at 320. So, yeah, pretty drivable from wherever you're playing from, I'd say. And from the all the way up forward there, you've got it at 200 even. So, yeah, drivable par 4 no matter what your skill level, I would say. That said, obviously it's a little bit uphill, so add some extra yardage for that. The green up there is seated just squarely on a volcano for you, so you've got kind of steep slope off to the front, the left, and the back, where your ball can roll off, and the only sideboard support that you've got is over there off to the right of the green. And then apart from that, it's kind of a skinny green. For just the shape of the green itself from front to back there. So, yeah, if you are going to try to drive it in one, well, good luck holding it. That's all I get to say. Apart from that, obviously, you've got a 3-bunker series starting from close left up into the middle and then one far right. So, yeah, you've got that. And then, of course, don't miss left, because that's going to be off the cliff again. And then off to the right, though, you've got a fair amount of room to miss off to the right, so I wouldn't worry about that a ton. So, anyway, I've got the driver in hand. I'm just going to kind of give it a nice easy slap with it and hit it light and try to keep it to the right side of this fairway. So, let's give it a rip and see what we can do. All right, ladies and gents, and here we are heading off to the 14th hole. A beast of a par 4 for us here. Yeah, 411 yards for us, and tipping out at 525. So, pretty serious. But, yeah, and another cliff hole to boot, to add insult to injury here. So, yeah, they're saying that this is the number 4 handicap. Yeah, I think that's pretty well earned, I'd say, just from the yardage's sake. And then the fact that if you miss left, you're still going off the big cliff there. Although you don't have the big rock formation off to the right, because now we're kind of at the top of the cliff, right? But, yeah. Anyway, you can miss right a little bit, but then you're just going to have that problem of being out in the desert weeds. So, yeah, that is what it is. Apart from that, of course, you got some bunker trouble to deal with. One kind of short mid-range left, and then another one kind of up from there to the right, and then another one green side again to the left. So, yeah. But that's about it to worry about, other than the cliff that runs all the way down the left side, obviously. So, there's an obvious cut line here. I'm just aiming at the big rock formation, kind of out there to the left of the far bunker. Yeah, probably the prettiest view on the course, in my opinion, right here. Just absolutely awesome. Had to give you the pano of that. But I'm aiming at that big rock formation just to the left of the long left bunker there. And then I'm going to fade it back from there. So, and downhill most of the way too. So probably playing a little bit shorter than that 411 number or any yardage that you might have from the tee box that you're playing. So, driver in hand, let's smack it out there and see if we can't get a nice tight shot to get on this green in regulation. Let's check it out. All right, ladies and gents, and here we are heading off to the 15th hole and the final par 3 for the day. So, and definitely, I mean, in my opinion, I guess I should say, the prettiest par 3 on this course here, the cliffside par 3. Super cool. And the tee box, like, arrangement on this hole is just awesome. Like, there's a couple of tee boxes that are right in between some giant red rocks, and then one that's, like, kind of up on top of them, one that's all the way down, like, tucked inside of them, like, it's a pretty crazy configuration of tee boxes here, but it tips out at 230 yards, so downhill probably playing around 210 or so, but still a very tight green to hit, that's for sure, and absolutely nowhere that you want to miss that's going to leave you any kind of great second shot onto this green, unless you just barely miss. So, apart from that, though, I mean, so far as bunker trouble's concerned, what you see is what you get. You got one up front, one in the back, and that's about it. Heavy sideboard support off to the right, so favor missing there for sure. And of course, if you miss off to the left, that ball will definitely go trundling on down into the valley below, and that will definitely be gone. So, I've got the gap wedge in hand, probably playing around 140 for us this day, with the true yardage being 150. So, let's see if I can't hit a little high spinner up there and stab this green. Let's check it out.
Nice!
Woo! Trying. I was trying. I thought I was going to maybe cut back a little.
All right, ladies and gents, and here we are heading off to the 16th hole. Made it to the stretch. So, yep, they're saying this is the 18th handicap on this course. I don't know if I agree with that, but I actually kind of looked at the scorecard and I, recanted some of the other holes, and I was like, yeah, you know what? Shoot, maybe it is the 18th handicap, just because of the yardage. I was going to say that I might switch number one in this hole, just because number one is so wide and so forgiving of a fairway, but that 447 tips yardage for number one, yeah, that does kind of add to the difficulty slightly. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, so this hole here, yeah, only tips out at 369. So just not that long of a par four, no matter what you do here. And you could miss both ways, but because we're away from the cliffs now, we're heading back to the clubhouse. But yeah, if you miss hard in either direction, obviously that's going to be pretty heavy sage brush type stuff that you're going to be looking for to try to find your ball, losing proposition there. But dogleg right, so that's good news for me today. So far as bunker trouble's concerned, we've got that one lonely bunker over there off to the left. Really try not to get into that. That's going to make this hole unnecessarily difficult for you. And then one gargantuan bunker over there off to the right that kind of starts halfway down the fairway and then continues basically all the way up to the green. So yeah, if you miss just barely right of the fairway anywhere, you're likely to be in that bunker. But yeah, as you'll soon see, it's really not all that difficult to play out of. I thought it's more of a waste bunker than it is a sand trap. So yeah, kind of hard panny and much easier to hit out of than you might expect for any other bunker that had fluffy sand. So yeah, anyway, a little foreshadowing there. But yeah, either way, let's give it a rip. I've got the driver in hand. Obviously it's a dog leg right and I'm hitting cuts, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit a cut. So let's give it a rip and see what we can do.
Go.
Oh my gosh.
What do we get? We wait 2 minutes.
Hang on. Let me see if I can somehow.
Just drain it around it.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gents, and here we are at the 17th hole. So the camera overheated here, so I had to give it a break in between holes. So I apologize for not getting the drive up to the hole on camera here for you. But, well, I had no camera to work with because it needed to cool down for a sec. So it is what it is. But anyway, final par 5 here. Playing for us at 466 and tipping out at 523. So, yeah, a bunch of you are going to be scratching your head thinking, well, that's rather short. But yeah, but I mean, by all standards, it is. But yeah, for the just the brutality of this hole in how it kind of forces you to play it, unless you can carry it like, 360 or something like that. Yeah, it's definitely a three-piecer for most people out there, I'd say. And yeah, just a whole lot to worry about here. You see here, you got dense desert to the left. You've got, even denser desert off there to the right. And with some like kind of dried riverbed stuff off there to the right too. A couple of bunkers short left for the first fairway. And then you've got this like desert wasteland that will likely catch most people's drive. It's definitely, kind of deep enough to where that landing zone for a driver hit, if you pound one out there, is going to be very, very long and will probably snatch up your ball. So, and then off in the second fairway that leads you up to the green, obviously, most of the bunkers are over there off to the right, the middle and the right. So, yeah, just an all-around, strategically speaking, difficult hole. So, I've got a 5-iron in hand. I'm just laying up. And, I'm just going to try to put it as close as I can to the end of this first fairway here. And clear those bunkers off to the left if I have to flirt with them at all. And, from there, see what I got to clean up this hole. So, let's give it a rip and see what we can do. All right, ladies and gents, and here we are heading off to the 18th hole. And what a gorgeous closer it is, crawling up this hill here back to the clubhouse. Very cool. And if you're sitting up there eating in the restaurant, then that restaurant will overlook a bit of this hole if you're kind of seated up against the windows there. So you can watch people come up after your round, see how they do. So pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, playing for us at 412 and tipping out at 435. Pretty lengthy par 4, especially considering the fact that it plays uphill pretty much the entire way. Ever so slightly, but uphill nonetheless, so probably actually playing a little bit longer than that. Apart from that, you've got plenty of width on the fairway to bust the drivers, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Obviously, one bunker in the middle, and then two over there off to the right as you climb your way up to the green. So I'm just going to aim right at that bunker in the middle there and cut it back over to the right side of the bunker from there. and try to just give it the good old smash. You know, everything I can for the end of the day here. So, yep. Let's give it a rip and see what we can do. And if you're enjoying this content, then you're really going to like the content that we've got coming your way soon here, continuing our adventures down here in St. George, Utah and Mesquite, Nevada. So, yeah, throw us a like and subscribe because you're not going to want to miss that content. We've got some really cool stuff coming your way as well. And the next of which being Wolf Creek over in Mesquite, Nevada. So, hope to see you here next weekend for the front nine of that absolutely gorgeous and incredibly challenging course. And until then, as always, have a great day. Nice hit. Nice hit. Yeah, that might be in the hole. Good shot.
Oh, that's a good finish with a bird.
Birdie, baby. Very nice.
That's a good shot. Climb up that hill now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, nice shot. Well done.
Yeah. Sweet.
I'll give you that for a 4.
Yeah.
Oh man, don't go put it. Just go put it.
Let's hold here.
Whatever.
That was a 4, but a 3 on Dad.